I always look back at, my program that's running, because we know that, and I want you to speak to this too. Most of what we use to make our decisions all day is our unconscious mind, which is really not our unconscious mind. Somebody else, and I call it your mother, father, teacher, preacher, society, has programmed your program, which is running all the time. So that's where these limiters are created, right? So in the field of network marketing, and which, from what I understand, you have been in several of those companies and risen to the top. So you not only know what it takes to succeed, but you also know what the training lacks in that realm. So talk a little bit about what's the process and how does neural training work? This idea of rewiring the brain, the neuroplasticity, because it's very, very, capable of rewiring. And I know that because Dragon was a mythical creature to me. Now he's somebody that is real. So just talk about how you address these limiters and how neural training works.
So I want to come back to what you said about subconscious mind isn't our own, because that's a brilliant recognition of that. So imagine that you open up your laptop and there are all these little file folders on the computer screen or on your homepage. And if you open up those little file folders, what do you see? You see everything that you've put into the file folder. Not just you, but anybody who's had access to your laptop could have been stuffing stuff inside those folders. So if you have a folder that says my potential, the truth is it's not just you that has put stuff in that file folder. It's every experience, every waking moment of however many years you've been on the planet, right? There's been stories, there's been beliefs, there's been energy, there's been expectation, there's been your interpretation of all of it. And so that is what is running your potential. That's whatever's in that file. So you're right. Whoever has had.
I love that the funny thing is that we call it my folder, but it's not really yours.
No. Well, you own it. Let's be honest, you own it, but you didn't originate it. The problem is that we repeat, right? Everything that's in there, every identity, every statement. When you say I am, whatever follows it, as you continue to repeat it over and over and over, you do own it. And so think of it this way, Dragon. There is a cycle. I call it the business mindset cycle. So it begins with your core belief. Your core belief is what's running the show. That's what is your autopilot. That's what's in that file. And then that core belief inspires moment to moment to moment thoughts. And women are thinking, we used to say about 65,000 thoughts a day. Scientists now saying, it's probably more like 6,000. The point isn't how many thoughts you're thinking. The point is it's a whole lot of thoughts, and the vast majority of them are negative. We know that 95% of your thoughts are repetitive, and of the repetitive thoughts, a good 80 to 90% of them are negative, just because that's the pattern. So what's happening is your brain is on this fast track that you don't even own, and it's this negative thought and negative limiters really that keep repeating. Those thoughts generate emotions. So if you have a core belief that says, I'm not enough, and then the thought that gets inspired is, I can't, why bother? It's never going to happen for me. And then from that thought comes an emotion like doubt and, like you're saying, a sense of helplessness. Then that emotion either pushes us towards action or away from action. And that action is what gives us results. So it's a cycle. Now, here's what I see in our industry, and this is why I created ICANN Institute, was that what I was seeing is there were so many human beings showing up with faulty core programming, right? That I'm not enough. I can't do it. It's never going to happen for me. And as you come in with that, we know what the cycle is going to spawn, right? We know what it's going to generate. Then you get into company training and industry training that says, just take more action. Go, 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 go. Do this and this and this and this and this. Here's the problem. When you try to push yourself into more action with a faulty or limited, I can't mindset, then it's kind of like you're pushing upstream, right? It's like you're going against the flow. It's like you're sticking your boat in the stream and paddling upstream. And if you paddle hard enough for long enough, you will make progress, but it will exhaust you. Sooner or later, when you have to take a break, your boat will turn downstream again, and you'll end up in the same patterns in the same place. And guess what that does? It reinforces the limiting belief that I'm not enough and I really can't do this business. So what I saw was an industry that was so traditional in its training that it was pushing this model of forcing more action without solving the core issues, right? We didn't rewrite the program. And so that's what I'm committed to. I don't want to tell you to do the business differently. What I want to do is equip you with an I can mindset. That's why I named my company I Can Institute. I want to help you develop an I can mindset so that selling and sponsoring can be joyous and there can be that flow, and you now are working with the energy. So that's really why I'm doing what I'm doing.